In the Are We Crazy segment tonight, did you know that 41% of births in the USA right now out of wedlock? Back in 1980, just 18% of babies were born without benefit of marriage. That's an astounding rise. But why? With us, Dr. Bonnie Forrest, a psychologist and attorney, and from Los Angeles, Dr. Wendy Walsh, also a psychologist. So why is this happening, Dr. Walsh?
Well, I got to tell you, Bill, this is because we're in a high-supply sexual economy. When women rise in economic power, they put sex out into the culture in high supply, and it makes men less interested in commitment because, you know, why buy the cow when you can text in a herd any night of the week?
I don't understand. Wait, you're way above my station now. I'm a simple man, very simple man, no, let's just really slow down. Okay, so more
when women have money.
Wait, Dr. Walsh. Just answer my foolish questions, okay?
Okay.
More women are being more prosperous in the marketplace, all right? I think that's a fact. Everyone will agree.
Yep.
How does that impact on men and marriage?
When women don't make much money, marriage rates are high. Most babies are born in wedlock. When women have their own income, they need marriage less, so they just enjoy the pleasures of their bodies. But when sex is free and easy, men are less likely to commit. And the problem is women's fertility window. The height of female fertility is still the age of 20. It takes a dive at 30 and falls off a cliff at 35. Yet there's a guy riding the wave of free sex until he's 40, and he can marry a girl who's 25.
Here's the deal. 1980, there was free sex all over the place. That was the disco era, okay? The disco era, where everybody was just running around, except me, because I'm a boring guy, all right? Now, it was 18% then. With everybody doing everything crazy, all right? So
because everybody wasn't doing everything crazy. That sex was more associated with marriage. Remember, it was called premarital sex then. It's not called premarital sex anymore.
The disco era before the AIDS epidemic came in was crazy. All right, Dr. Forrest, you say?
I was here in New York at that time. It was very crazy, Bill, and so I agree with you. Part of it's cultural. Part of it's economic, but I disagree a little bit about, I don't think it's about sex. I think it's partially because you have manufacturing jobs going away, so you have men who don't feel that they can support a family. You've seen a huge cultural shift, Bill, and you deal with this on the show all the time, which basically says, I'm looking at marriage differently. Instead of marriage being a springboard from which you build this middle-class, amazing family, 20-somethings say marriage is a capstone, Bill, that I'm going to get financially secure and then get married. Married isn't for having babies, and this is the big point. It's really about personal fulfillment, and the two have become uncoupled.
What I hear both of you saying is there's a large degree of selfishness in play here. Because, look, I mean, no matter what you think about straight marriage, gay marriage, whatever, you know, out of wedlock birth, the optimum is a man and a woman. Married with the children. That's, you know, the Ozzie Harriet, Leave It to Beaver, Father Knows Best, still is the optimum here.
For
if
kids,
it's a happy, family.
I disagree.
You disagree with
Bill.
that? Really?
Yes, because the traditional family with one male and one female with a biological connection to the children there was actually a pretty modern invention that came with farming and the Industrial Revolution, and with marriages between families in our deep historic past. In our hunter-gatherer past, it was villages and packs of women and aunties and sisters and brothers and uncles. So you think it was better back then when the Huns were
sweeping across the steppes? It was better back then? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, because women were very successful hunters as well as gatherers.
So you want the women to be
hunting
hunting instead of having raising kids?
Well, they are now.
All right.
They are now on Wall Street.
All right, and
this is all
last
in my
word,
new
Dr.
book.
Forrest.
You've got to get it.
You know, Bill, I think what's interesting is that this can be a really bipartisan issue. I think how we get to it, we need to deal with it culturally, not necessarily promoting marriage, but saying, let's wait to have the carriage until after you're married.
I think you got to think about
economically, there are some things.
The children and what is best for the children, not what's best for you.
Pro-kid.
Yeah, I think that's it. And look, I'm not going to make any judgments about anything, all right? But nature dictates, you know, and I like the kind of nature thing. I think the nature thing has served us well.
And marriage is hard.
All right, ladies, thanks very much. When we come right back, it will be Megyn Kelly once again.